It was Magic the Gathering, Blobby Boo. We did Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy. Sorry, it was Final Fantasy. But I did like the One Piece cards too, and I was looking at them. And I've watched the live action, and I've watched / read a decent amount of One Piece too, but also Christy's so jealous of your pulls. I got really lucky, I think, but I did also buy extra outside of the pre-release, which I can show you. Was someone saying something about looking at house rentals and found a place with stables for 3K a month? Alright, I can show you these, by the way. My nifty folder. Did the pre-release get put up anywhere yet? Like the video or something? I'm not sure, because Warchild, and like a few of the other content creators that were there were filming. Mousy also went, and Kirsty went. I can see the YouTube chat now, which is good. And Mousy was so at home with, like... Mousy's neurodivergent, but also somehow such an extrovert. Whereas me and Kirsty were like, let's sit together and be quiet, because now there's a lot of people. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Ref. Oh. Because it was like before Kirsty showed up, there was like a decent amount of people there and the voice actors and stuff. And Mousy's just so good at like talking to everybody, and she knew some of the people there too. But she was so good at like talking to the voice actors and everything that when people would show up, especially people that were not content creators, they thought Mousy was like either one of the voice actors or like the person coordinating the voice actors. And they'd go up and ask her questions, and she'd be like, what? I'm not a voice actor. Yeah, she's so extroverted though. I don't know how she has a lot of energy. I do not. First thing I've got is a secret gift, which I'm taking to the office tomorrow. Which is in a sealed... Well, it's in a card protector. One of the cards that I pulled from the packs that I got, which I can turn on the autofocus, but I don't know if it will care. It might not. Is this guy. So, Final Fantasy 14. And the voice actors that were there were the two twins. And then Thancred, Kate Sith from 14, I think. And then, is it Istinian or something like that? So, this. And so then, the back of it was signed by all the voice actors there. And this I got for Nina, since it was her birthday the other day. Which is all thanks to Bryony, because Bryony was originally supposed to go but was not feeling well. And so they asked me last minute sort of to take her place, and then Bryony was like, she's like, if it's not too much to ask of you, socially, she's like, do you mind maybe getting something signed for Nina or something? So I got them all to sign it. Alice, Alphino, Thancred, and Istinian. Yes, and then there was a Kate Sith as well. But, so this is for Nina, which I'll take to the office tomorrow to give to her. And then we got this, this is like the box that came for the re-release thing. And then it comes with a special Final Fantasy dice thing. And then we got a bunch of packs for the, that came with the pre-release box, but then we also got... I also bought extras, because I didn't realize how many we were going to get. So I bought mine first before that. Did you get your Crystal Dyson bag? No, I think they were doing a raffle for it, maybe? And also, I don't know if I committed a faux pas, because they gave us land if we didn't have enough lands for our deck. And so I forgot to give them back. So I don't know if that is naughty style. So I do have some of the land cards from Spellbound Games in London. Oopsies. So, yippee! I'm a landowner! Because I did get some in my polls, but not enough for the deck that I was building, aka that someone was directing me how to build. So these are like just a bunch of cards from the pre-release packages, and also the packs that I bought. Oh, the desktop camera. I do. Yeah. Stealing land. So I've got... Here's a card. I don't know what they mean again. This one's got like the silver triangle at the bottom, but it's a shiny thing. Yippee! And they all say at the bottom which one they're from, so that's from 7. I've got like a Dragoonman with a gold thing at the bottom, but not shiny looking. And then it's surprising, I got like quite a few from 12. Final Fantasy 12. So here's a few from 12. Or I guess one of them, this one's 14, the first one. Also the second one. And then the last one is from 12. But they've got the like, so this is from 12. And there's the judges from 12 or something like that. And so to me, they look very 14. Also, so you've got this guy in the front, and then I didn't realize that some of them have like reverse sides to them, so then they've got Transcendent Rival on the back of this guy. It's nice, yeah, that they show what they're from. There's my big pile. So I've got a lot. Now, with how many packs we opened, I think we opened like... I bought one of the like big promo ones that has Terra on the front. And I bought the Titus Commander deck. Because I haven't bought anything actually kind of like nice for myself in a while. So I was like, fine. I don't play Magic the Gathering, but here we go. Is the nose chain itchy? No, I cut it so that it fits like perfectly and it doesn't really fall, so it's not too bad. Yeah, the cam's out of focus because I'll keep putting stuff up. It's not great at autofocusing, so we're rolling with this. But so I bought the like promo thing, which is like some kind of pack where it's got like a guaranteed amount of like special guys. And then I bought like, I think I bought like 3 regular packs and then the Titus Commander deck. We didn't play Commander games, we played what are they called? The regular guys? There's like 40 cards or something. Collector pack, yeah, I think that was it. So we played the ones that are 40 cards. I'm going through here to see if there's anything cute specifically that I want to show you. But when we were told about the event, it was like, you'll get some pre-release promo cards, and then you'll even get to make a deck and play or something. And I thought that would be optional. And so, then after they gave us our pre-release boxes, they were like, okay, now you can build your decks, and then you've got 40 minutes to do that, and then we're gonna play. And I was like, me and Kirsty are like, because Kirsty has played, a little bit of Magic the Gathering, but not a ton. And I've not played any at all. At all. And so I was like, I don't know the fuck anything about this, which it was nice because there were a lot of people there who were nice enough to help, even though they were building their decks in time. And then there was also an insert thing in this pre-release box that has how to build a deck or something like that. So me and Kirsty were like looking at that, trying. Mousy has also never played Magic, and two guys explained to her, but when people are explaining to you, it's like, what are you even talking about? I have no idea. So we were all pretty lost, and then we were trying to build a deck, and that was difficult. Kirsty got help building hers, and then I got help from, let me see what their Twitch name is. Firefox? I got help from, is it Chad Magic? Chad Magic? I don't know if they have a Twitch or if they only have YouTube, but I'll post their YouTube channel for y'all. So I got help from Christian who's from Chad Magic, because he was the unfortunate person to sit across from me during the deck building phase. And so I was like, he was like, do you have any questions? Do you want any help? And I was like, yes, all of that. And so we went, I sorted all of my cards by their like element or whatever. And then we went through them, and it looked like my best bet was a green and blue deck. Because in my greens, I pulled this card. I'll just take it out. I pulled this guy, who is a Prime Titan. And they were like, holy shit. They were freaking out, and I was like, I don't know what this means. Stupid. Focus. So an Astral Titan, sorry for the glare, which is a Primeval Titan, and then his thing is trample. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, you may search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. So Christian was like, we should build around that deck, or around that card. And I was like, okay, I can do that. Zidarin, thank you for the 62 months. Also, Symmetrical, thank you for the 54 months. And Blobby, thanks again for 40. Hello, Verkiel. So we built around that guy mostly. And then it was a green and blue deck. And in it, there's a bunch of shit. I don't know what any of this stuff means, but one of them is Ride the Shoe Puff, or rather Ride the Shoe Puff, and it's got the guy. Ride the Shoe Puff? So here he is. Rides the Shoe Puff. There you go. And this one is Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a +1 and +1 counter on a target creature you control. And then if you use 2 green and 5 whatever, this enchantment becomes a 7/7 beast creature in addition to its other types. So that's pretty good. And then I had Saz is Chocobo, and Saz is from 13. This will make sense to some people, but... So this guy has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So he goes up by +1/+1 when you put a land down. So if you get him early, you can build him up. So at one point, this baby chicken, I got him up to I think it was like 9 attack and like 10 defense or whatever. So that was pretty crazy. And then I also had this card. So those were both like advantageous depending on how early they were played and the lands and stuff being played. So I've got this one, which is Geisel Greens. So when you play this, create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land you control enters, this token gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. And all of these cards are from the pre-release box, because basically everybody had the same challenge, which was whatever cards you pull, you make a deck from them. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, they're great. I got to play, even though I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So all of those cards that I showed. So the Titan has, you can, if you play him or he attacks, you can put 2 more land cards down, and they're tapped. And then the bird, whenever you put a land down, he gets +1/+1. And then the shoe puff, whenever you put down a land, you can put +1/+1 on any creature that you control. So I was putting everything on the fucking baby chicken because I thought it was funny. And then the other one, the last one, whenever a land you control enters, it gets +1. So if all of these are like down and their costs are, the baby chicken is only costs 1 green, the shoe puff costs a green and whatever, and the Geisel thing costs a green and whatever. So that's quite early. And then the other crazy thing that I had this other thing too, called Risha's Wanderings or something like that. Let me get the camera. And this one costs 2 whatever and 1 green. Search your library for a basic land card or town card. Put onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. And when you search your library this way, put a +1/+1 on a target creature you control. So this one is, you play it, you get a land, and then you can also put +1/+1 on a creature, which is hilarious. So it's just like, everyone can have +1. Hey guys, I'm gay. Welcome, gay. Mateus. Mateus? And then I got this other one, which is a job select. I still don't fully understand what these things mean. But this one is Summoner's Grimoire, and it's an artifact. And this one is, whenever this creature attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If that card is an enchantment card, it enters tapped and attacking. So you can use an enchantment creature and use it to attack right away. So that's pretty good. And then I've got like other creatures and shit. The Balam T-Rexor, Summon Fenrir, Summon Fat Chocobo, which is create a 2/2 bird token creature. Whenever a land you control enters, this token gets +1/+0. So this was another one where you get a bird creature that's got 2/2, and then whenever you play a land, it also gets +1/+0. Just so fucking silly. Which the bird token is here. Here he is. You don't really need to see him. He's alright. And then for blue stuff, I've got Magic Damper, which has Fang from 13 on it. I feel like, so I got pretty lucky with all of the stuff that I pulled in the pre-release packs to make a deck. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof until the end of turn. Pretty crazy. Snowballing to hell, yeah. And then in the rest of the deck, there's like some other stuff that I played. I've got Thief's Knife, which is a job select. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero, whatever. And then I got Wandering Minstrel. He's from 14 for all you 14 poggers. And he's a legendary creature. And this says... This one's... I don't understand how it works, but I played it at one time and I was like, yo, yippee. All these Magic the Gathering game words are passing straight through me. Same, and I'm reading them. Lands you control enter untapped. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 5 or more towns, create a 2/2 elemental creature that is all colors. And then if I have a fuck ton of energy things and towns or whatever, other creatures you control get plus whatever until the end of the turn, where whatever is the number of towns you control. So if you've got a lot of towns, then you're wacky style with it. And then I also had, I pulled like 3 instant ramen cards. This is the foil one of it. And this is from 15, I guess, the boy band one. And this one is a flash card, so I think that means you can play it whenever you want. When this artifact enters, draw a card, so you can just draw a card. And then if you use 2 energies, you can sacrifice the card and you heal 3. So those were all of the things that I got for the deck that Christian from Chad Magic helped me build. And he was like, I wish I was playing with your deck instead of mine.